If you watch my podcast, you know you don't want to do this. So good idea. If I'm having a bad day, it's real.
The co-workers better act accordingly that day.
What about your friends? Can you hear that? I can.
Will they stand? There is it. All right, we live.
We live. We're live. We're live. We good?
All right, let's get it.
Don't.
We don't have no audio, no video now though.
We do not.
I don't have no video.
They can hear us but not see us.
They can see us
They
now.
saw us.
Look at that.
Everybody.
The kid is back.
Everybody.
Fix L Boogie's close up mic and let's get it. The kid is back.
So we starting from here?
Nah, we starting from the beginning.
Okay. All right.
The VMAX not up. And wait a minute. No, the VMAX not up. What about your friends? Can y'all hear me now? Tell me in the comments, please. Because I don't want to start talking if y'all can't hear me live.
It's 4 Jello shots later.
Can y'all hear? Oh, they can hear us. What's
All
up,
right.
Chanel? Thank you for not having me out here talking to myself. I appreciate that. She said they can hear us and see us. Oh, okay.
That's a good thing.
Maybe I should stop fixing myself then, huh?
In front of the camera.
What? That's the best place to do it.
It's a whole nother show.
That's how I'm gonna get my. That's how I'm gonna get my big break.
That's for those who don't know, that's a Chrissy Snow 80s conversation
That's how I'm gonna get my big
in the
break.
Hollywood world. That's what they used to say all the time,
That's how I'm
right?
gonna get my big break. Somebody gonna be like, "Oh,
I discovered her.
her girls was perky."
Oh, we are.
Oh, we are live. I didn't get discovered.
That's
They
80s
did.
Hollywood. That's a show we gonna have in the summer. 80s Hollywood.
I didn't get discovered. They did.
Sound like a commercial.
Okay. Wait a minute. No, sir, I cannot. Oh, wait, there they go. All right, let's get it.
Good job, Mike Jones and Ty.
I wish we could share these Jello shots with y'all. Shout out to my mama for these Jello shots, man. Shout out to my moms for these Jello shots, man. She got us through. And y'all, look, we ain't gonna do y'all dirty. We're gonna give y'all a whole hour show because I'm watching these numbers climb. Y'all see that we.
I mean, who's
My Lazar's close up cam. Thank you, Ty.
Thanks,
I see
Ty.
you in the comment talking about Ty to the rescue. Thank you, Ty. We appreciate you.
I think Ty took Mike the long way, though, to be honest.
I think Ty crashed the stream.
This is a
Like-
good show for Ty, too. This is a good
This would have been a heck of a conversation for Ty. He a little bitter over there, so he crashed our show. It's okay. I see you.
Huh? No, she just saying it had flipped down.
It flipped
she
down,
didn't
so I
know
just
if it
wanted to make
changed.
I just wanted to make sure his shot was good. Man, what's up? Thank y'all for kicking it with us. Thank y'all for standing by us because I'm watching these numbers climb. So that means y'all was like sitting up waiting on us to come back on. And I appreciate the shit out of that. Like real talk.
Oh, you heard that, Mike?
I did. Listen, y'all.
You know I hear every cussing word. Getting notifications on
thank
cuss
y'all,
words.
Thank y'all. Technical difficulties, but you know we back. All right. Oh, so that's how we doing? Y'all got Jello? Okay, I see what's going on.
Oh, yeah. You was working.
I'm late to the Jello shot
You
party.
got one right there. Give him that one.
You can have that one.
All right.
There you go.
I need to catch back up.
There you go.
I had 4. I was going to say you 2 didn't work out.
All right, so welcome to Just Our Opinion with Robin.
Caught him with his
You know
mouth
what?
full.
You know what?
And Lazar.
Right.
Y'all know the name of the show.
Right.
Y'all, let's not act like y'all don't know the name of the show. Y'all know the name of the show.
Right.
Today we talking about what about your friends?
Yes. What about your friends?
What about,
What about
your
your friends?
friends?
Okay.
That's how you doing me?
Sometimes you gotta hit them with that.
Damn.
That's just me though.
It's a rough crowd out here.
Rough crowd out here. Right.
So
it's
look,
a good topic for me though.
Yeah, we're going to break down them friend relationships, good, bad, and indifferent. How to be a good friend, how to know when you got a good friend. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Listen, I sit at this table every week with good friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you guys. Like, so to be able to talk about friendship in this type of environment, in this type of circle, it makes me happy. But we gonna expose some shit too.
Yeah, let's
Like-
do it.
That's twice.
Like,
Yeah, listen.
We count it.
I'm coming in with the F's. I'm dropping F's on everybody.
we counting. I didn't know we was counting. Y'all, Lazar is counting my curse words tonight,
am.
so I apologize.
I am.
So we're gonna take this from the top. We're gonna hit y'all from the top with the theme song, because all I do is win, and I came here to win. So let's get it.
Let's
go.
go. Let's go.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win.
Boom.
Even with technical difficulties,
That's a
Yeah.
hot.
I come here to win.
hot
Listen,
joke.
all this dirt
So
on
what
my
y'all
skin,
missed? What
and
y'all
that's
missed
the solution.
before? What y'all missed before is Lazar just announced that during Liquid for the Taste of Black Spirits that he's coming out to the JOO theme
Yes,
song.
that's coming. I'm coming out to that. Lights, cameras, action. Get ready.
He's
for
coming out to the JOO theme song because, as you all know, Lazar is the official fourth member of JOO.
Absolutely.
Correct. That's correct. I got my own mic and everything.
Everything,
That's
all
what
of
we
that,
do.
all of that. Official fourth member of JOO.
I don't have to ask to come on the show.
No, never.
So y'all know.
Never.
If y'all
Like,
don't see me, it ain't because they said I couldn't.
nah. Like, Lazar could literally just ring the doorbell and we setting up.
Yes. Nephew gonna let me in.
Right.
What? Come on, Uncle Al.
Uncle L. Like, that's all he hears as soon as he hit the studio door. So no, so L Boogie coming out. I just came here to win the JOO theme song for Liquid, and I'm excited about that because I can't wait to get some video of that.
Right, that's gonna be dope.
I cannot wait to get some video of that. So I'm excited about that. What I'm gonna do for y'all though, since y'all were so patient, we're gonna skip this share the page
Yeah.
rhyme.
Just
Y'all
make
know
sure
what
you
to
share the
do.
page.
Share the
Because
page.
y'all stuck around.
Y'all stuck around.
real. That's love.
So we gonna give y'all a whole hour of the nitty gritty. Y'all stuck around. I am excited because I'm sitting here like I can see the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm really excited. It really makes me know that we are doing something right when I watch people for real want to hear us talk and want to kick it with us on Wednesday nights.
Right.
And then we had comments from our fans that was like, "Hey, I don't care what time y'all get started. Y'all gonna give us an hour show.
Yeah, we got y'all. We
Like,
got
don't be
y'all.
trying to cut
This is my
15
Wednesday.
minutes. You know what I'm saying? You gonna give us an hour show. So that just makes me so happy and so proud that we're doing something that you guys want to see, want to watch. So we're gonna dive into this thing. We're gonna talk about them friends.
Where we starting at though?
So okay, so I think when I said we had talked about throwing that friendship title around too loosely.
Right.
Like what qualifies you as a friend? Because like for me, yeah, I got acquaintances that I don't necessarily feel like deserve the title of friend. So let's start with the qualification of a friend.
I think friendships start organically though. It's not something you just know that's gonna be my best friend. Like, cause people do that. They throw that around right now. Like, oh, that's my best
gonna
friend,
be best friends.
BFF, et cetera, et cetera. But that thing, I believe that thing happens organically. You know, I have a sister who, her and her best friend's been best friends for almost 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've been through whatever it is, right?
Right.
50 years. Now that's what I consider a friendship. That's
Right.
one of them friendships that just don't die.
Right.
You know what I'm
Ups,
saying?
downs, goods, bads,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
You know me probably just as well as any family member.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
she basically is family.
Family,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like she is that. That was, I remember, you know, and it was in an era, and her best friend is Polish.
Oh wow, okay.
So her father was not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they was gonna be friends regardless.
Right.
And
They
nobody
overcame
stopped
that.
them. They overcame
That.
all of that, the
Mm-hmm.
racism, everything. You
Right,
know, they
right.
overcame that. So and to this day, still the strongest of friends I've ever seen.
Wow, that's absolutely awesome.
So when you say, and I don't want to put nobody on the spot, like for me, as far as friends, I only really have probably two friends, like two friends because my circle is so small. Like I don't throw that around. Like, and I really don't foster friendships. Like for me, like I don't foster them the way that I should. People tell me that all the time.
No, you can't
like,
say that though. You can't say the way, because if somebody asks me, why are you always by yourself? Right? It ain't that I don't have friends. I have 13 brothers and sisters. Let's be clear.
Right.
Just because they your siblings don't mean they your friends.
And they don't. But that, I got a lot of brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm focusing on those relationships. Right. Those are more important relationships to me. Right. But I do have individuals that I consider friends.
Okay.
And those individuals I don't have to see every day. We don't have to talk every day. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to hang out every day.
Yep.
But when we do, there's no question of, oh, dude, you act, and none of that. We don't have none of that. I don't have those kind of conversations on why you this and why you ain't, why this. It's just we're enjoying whatever those moments are that we're sharing. I consider that a friendship for me.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So, but when you go back and you think about who you grew up with, a lot of people I grew up, I don't talk to.
Yep.
Just keeping it 100. Like, and it's not because we fell out. Sometimes you outgrow.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes y'all go in different directions.
Like I think like for me, like I wasn't the popular person, you know, even in
Mike Jones?
Nah, I wasn't.
Who?
Like, nah, bro. Like, nah. Like if it wasn't for music and just I got along a lot more with the females than I did with the dudes because they was all like sports. Then when I got in the band,
was you taller than everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. There you
Yeah.
go.
So I was always like,
because I've been mad at you.
Yeah.
You taller than me?
Yeah, I always had the height on me. So, but I just think like I wasn't with what everybody was the status quo, what they was into. So, and then I had my mom was like, nah, you don't play around with Shirlita. It's like she put the hands on you.
Right.
So the stuff that they was into kept me from being in that circle.
Right.
You know, but like we still like I see him to today. Like now that I'm back home, like I see him. We hey, what's up? But we ain't friends. Like I don't like I know you, but you ain't my friend. Like that's just the way I look at it.
You know, it's wild for me because the last couple months have really opened my eyes to friendship. It's funny because we've been on air for 2 years, and everybody will tell you that I've always said, I only got 4 friends, and I felt that way, and I thought that, and I'm not gonna say that I didn't have 4 friends, but what I didn't realize was the level, because I believe for me, friendships have levels. There's levels to that friendship thing.
True.
And what I didn't realize was that, certain friends were on different levels than other friends.
Sure.
So over the last couple of months, I've had some transitions in my friend circle. And I'm talking some major transitions. And I don't think it's not something I saw coming, you know what I'm saying? It's something that, in retrospect, I can probably say, it might have been headed that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were signs that it was headed that way. However, I would have never just said, 2023, we're not going to be friends anymore. I would have never said that. But over the last 2 months, I've just had some things that have happened that has just really shifted my friend circle. And it didn't just shift my friend circle, it shifted my outlook on some people that I called friend.
Right.
I've had things go on with me, and, friends of mine didn't reach out like I thought they should have. And, that's something that I have to deal with right now because, Robin, should they have reached out though? And to me, yes, because I would have. But at the same time, I had to get to a point.
That is a good question though, Robin.
I had to get to a point where just because I'm that type of friend, just because I would have reached out, does it make them a bad friend for not being the type of friend that I am?
Right. And it kind of goes.
And you don't want to hear that out of yourself
right
at that moment.
No, it took a minute. It took some breaking.
It
took some breaking for that.
Yes, because you have to analyze it. Like, wait, then when you stop, when the anger come down, you be like, wait, we're friends, but we're different.
Yeah.
Right? I would have done that. That person, then you overview like, well, that person never done that. So
like
it's not even their thing.
I'm like, this is how I would have handled it this way.
Right.
Like, you know, had it been me. But then I had to stop and say, wait, but Robin, you have to stop expecting people to love you like you love people.
Absolutely.
And it's not to say that they don't love you.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Right.
That's
absolutely.
What you
and then also too, like I'll take it a step further. Like you outgrow. You can outgrow the friendship or the friendship itself.
could dissolve.
It could, because it's like I look at like Jay and Dane. They Marcy Project, $100,000 down for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go this way, I want to go this way. So
Can I take a pause for a minute because I'm seeing the comments, and unfortunately our VMix isn't loading, so I can't put it on the screen, but it's okay because I want to take some time out myself personally. We have a comment from one of our fans, Ree Stone, and she just lost her best friend of 28 years on Christmas. And I just want to, take a minute and take some time to say that, you have our sincerest condolences. And I apologize because losing a friend that's been your friend for 40 years is, a piece of you.
Yeah.
That's a piece of you.
That's a family. That's family.
That's family. That's the sister you chose. You know what I'm saying? Like not the one you were born with, not the one your mother gave you, but the one you chose. So I can't even imagine that type of hurt. So I just wanted to take a pause for a second and just send our sincerest condolences. And I pray that you're able to just be a little more okay every day because you'll never really be okay, right? But just a little more okay every day.
But what you do have is those lasting memories.
Absolutely.
If you want to love and smile and laugh, you pick up a picture and reminisce on where you were at.
Absolutely.
When you took that picture. So it's always something you can do to keep that smile and keep that joy from that person alive around you. That's why God gifted us with memories.
Yep.
So as long as you have those, you can always go back to those and pull out that smile and pull out that excitement.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, I just wanted to, take a pause because I saw it in the comments.
For sure.
So I just wanted to pause and let her know that we see it and, we're praying for you. And I pray that, God gives you peace beyond all understanding because that's what the Bible says, that he will give you peace beyond all understanding. And that means that past what we can comprehend, past the, why now or why her, peace beyond us.
Right. And to kind of segue into that, like, some you do outgrow, but then you say, okay, like I have a friend that, that's on the list. Like I don't, like you said, I don't talk to him every day, but if something were to happen to them, I would feel a certain kind of way. And then you like, dang man, I shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
I should have talked to him. There was plenty of opportunities for me to call and reach out, but I did not procrastinate it. Now I feel bad.
And that's what's crazy because, like I said, I've gone through some transitions in my friend circle over the last few months. But if something happened to one of them, it would break me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even in the transition, even in, maybe we can't be what we were, you still mean a heck of a lot to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I don't ever want it to be, I'm not beefing with nobody.
Right.
There's no beef. I'm not rolling my eyes when I see you, what my girl Beyonce say, I'm wishing you the best, much success, no stress, and lots of happiness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just realized that I can't fuck with you like that.
Right.
That's the F word. I was supposed to get that first.
Right. No, but and listen, there's no problem with that being the status quo. Like I don't have to walk into a room and let you change my energy and I change yours. I just know where we stand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, and if somebody that's cool with me still want to be cool with you, that's fine.
That's fine too. Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna feel a certain kind of way.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, and I'm gonna say it because I know my girls is watching, and because I seen them in the comments, so I know my girls is watching. So I'm gonna publicly say something that really kind of stung me a bit. We had an issue in our friend circle, and what stung me is none of these motherfuckers called to ask me what happened.
But here,
like, and I really had a problem with that. So, I know y'all in the comments. I know y'all watching. I know y'all see it, and because I can see y'all. I have a problem with the fact that nobody called and said, Robin, what the hell happened? Right. You know what I'm saying? Robin, what's going on? What wait a minute.
Because there's two sides.
There's three sides to every story.
There's
her side, and the damn truth.
Right.
So I felt like
her side and her side.
I felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all last week, I feel like I'm always the villain in every story anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the fact that nobody stopped and took the time to talk to me to find out what happened meant that y'all just assumed that whatever she said was Robin was wrong. And I have a problem with that. So I'm going to say that publicly because it's my show. Right. And I got the mic and I can.
Yeah, I definitely.
Right. So, I definitely can agree with that, but I'm going to say this too. And I'm just going to say this. If a person in the friend group is going to say, well, I'm going to listen to your side, and then don't listen to the other person's side, like the other party, don't come to me and say anything, because like you said, you didn't ask me my side so that you can evaluate this, that, and other. You just roll with what that was, and that's not good friendship all around.
I think for me, and most people who know me know this, I don't have a lot of friends, or even a lot of people I consider friends. I don't need to roll like that, right? Because I'm an extremely loyal person.
Truth.
I'm an extremely loyal person.
Truth.
So if you don't value, and I see it, I may not even speak it to you. I may not even bring it to your attention, but your actions show me that you don't value my loyalty or value who I am and what I bring to whatever our relationship consists of. I'll just pull back and let you figure it out, right? I don't need to I'm the kind of person, I won't even discuss it.
Right.
Because I know my value, and I'm like, because that's, first of all, that's where I'm at. This take growth. What I'm speaking on is not 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
Right.
What I'm speaking on is right now. This is what take growth. It's like, I recognize that, okay, I know who I am. I know what I know my value. I know what I bring to any friendship, right? Mm-hmm. I also know that there are people who's not going to understand that. Mm-hmm. There are people who's going to look at it as an opportunity and become an opportunist, right? And they're only there for that specific reason. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to not speak to you. If I see you, I'm going to speak to you, right? But I know who I am. And I'm like, I don't need a bunch of circle. Right. I value love. Right. I value what I know that feels good to me. Like, that's my man, or that's my girl, that's my homie. Like, I know what that is because the exchange tells me that. The action, the feeling tells me that. The energy tells me that.
We all remember the scene where Mike blew up the whole table on the
best. No. Why did I get married?
Yeah. Like, that was me years ago. I'm like,
why did I get married? Janet Jackson and
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyler Perry movie.
And he was like, would you please tell your wife? Like, he read everything. Like, I was that guy. Like I was I was.
Which one? The blow up?
I was Mike. I'm Mike. But
the truth will set you free.
Listen,
the snitching on everybody. I got bodies on
I'm going down and everybody going with me.
They tried to read me in a group, and I was like, oh, no, you didn't. You did. Okay.
Disloyal.
Look. Right. So I was that. I wasn't being a good. Right. I was not being a good friend. I learned a valuable lesson because, listen, although they was like reading me, I should have just been like, okay, and kept it to myself. But I aired it. I aired everybody else. But it cost me friendships.
But was it friendship then?
But
that's that thing we threw around and we assumed it was. It may have just been something.
Here's the thing, and this is what's crazy to me. This is wild to me because what's up, Tina J in the studio? What's good?
Like, how you doing?
What's up? This is the thing. Even in the transition we've been going through for the past few months, that's the one thing that's 100 solid with me and the team.
Right.
I don't care what we go through. I don't care if we never speak from here till death. Our dirt stay our dirt. Ain't nobody spilling it. Right. We literally had a pact many years ago that the first person to do it got to be taken out. Like, they gonna find you swimming with the fishes. Like, you don't get to do that.
Well, like, see, I was
you don't get to do that.
I was brung into I was the person invited into this friendship that it had already been a friendship for like 30 plus years. So I was the new guy.
Okay.
Into this, I was brung into the fold because I was married to a person that was in the fold longer than I was. And I always felt like, okay, y'all loyal to each other, this, that, and the other. But we used to have these conversations where we supposed to be able to talk and open freely, this, that, and the other.
They teamed up on you.
So I'm looking around, I'm like, wait a
Getting
the
double teamed.
audacity of you to say this, that, and the other one, blah, blah, blah. But it was fine long as it was in that setting. But what happened was now I'm talking to my best friend or my friend about how this transpired. And the word got back that me and my friend was having a conversation. Now they upset. They like,
y'all wasn't friends. Y'all wasn't friends.
Like, how you telling this and this, that, and other? So I'm just like,
y'all wasn't friends.
This is why I don't throw that term around loosely. Yeah, like,
y'all wasn't friends. Y'all wasn't friends.
Listen, I don't really mess with a lot of people because of that. Like, I'm so guarded.
I need to take a pause for a minute because I get on this show every week and tell y'all I only got 4 friends. I say this weekly. One of the longest standing of the 4 friends just walked in the studio, and I literally just got to make her walk over here for a second. Like, I really got to make her walk over here for a second. What's going on, Tina J?
What's up, y'all? Tina J in the building.
What's going on, Tina J? Listen, when I tell you the epitome of a friend, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking that same thing you were talking about. I don't have to talk to you every day. We don't have to hang out every weekend. Right. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take that. But literally, I could send a 1-word text message and she at my door. I could send an address. And by the time you and your girls decide to jump, she behind me already. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of friendship. And we could go weeks without talking. We could go weeks without a conversation. We don't, because she do my hair. But so yeah, you know, y'all always talking about my hair at the Taste of Black Spirits events. That is my hairstylist. But at the same time, that's my team. Right. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't play about that one.
Right. Here's one thing that I've always said about friendships and all of those things, like you ride or die for me. You know, I can come to you and talk, but can you be in a position to where your friend can correct you when you're wrong,
right there,
and y'all still remain friends? Because I think that's a lot of times we good as long as you
I don't want no yes man friends.
I can relate to that. Me and my partner, who's got one at Young Village, like we had a discrepancy, right? And I didn't know, like I know me, I know how I'm going to respond, right?
Right.
I know me, but this was our first discrepancy. And what I did was I saw it and he couldn't express it. So I put my hand on his hand like, go ahead and say what you need to say something. Go ahead and say it. Right? But it released him. Because he didn't know because again, he dealt with so many different type of people. Like, though, I'm here. Whatever it is, you need to get that out right here at this table. And he did. And when he said what he had to say, he didn't know how I was going to respond. I'm like, yeah, I can respect it. I get you. And then he responded like, bro, I didn't really know how.
But it deepens that relationship.
It brought us closer as friends, and we had a better understanding because, again, we had never been here.
Listen, I tell y'all, again, the other thing y'all hear all the time is El Boogie is my male best friend. Like, you know, behind my husband, you know, this is my guy, right? We did that once. We did that once. Like, we sat up in the house one day yelling at each other.
I forgot all about that.
I'm talking darn right. We was like.
You know what that meant?
And let me tell you, I'm like, Tina, and let me tell you what he said. Like, we was.
I ain't call out her name, no.
Nah, never. But we was yelling at each other. Right. I'm talking full blown yelling at. This was, probably about 15 years ago?
Probably more than that.
Yeah, but I'm talking like full blown, like, and me and El never argued. Like, we always just understood each other. You know what I'm saying? Our grind was always the same. You know what I'm saying? We always was moving and shaking, and like, we always got each other. Like, we always got each other. But I don't know what happened this particular day. He was going through some stuff. I was going through some stuff. Me and my ex-husband was going through a divorce. Yeah. Like, it wasn't even us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was nothing. Like, he was dealing with some stuff. I was dealing with some stuff, and we just was like, for real, like I want to say one of us said something to the other one, and instead of the friendship, it's okay, it's gonna be good, somebody said something slick, and then it turned into like a full-blown yelling at each other,
losing your voice and everything.
I'm talking like storming out the house mad, and you know what I'm saying, he slammed my front door. Like it was wild. Like it was absolutely wild. But y'all see us sitting at this table right now.
Right.
Like y'all seen us sitting at this table for the last 2 years. So your friendship can withstand some heat.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, like,
and a good friendship is supposed to be able to withstand some heat.
And that's exactly what friends can do, right? Like you said, if you can take the heat, right? You
Wait
can
a
take
minute.
off.
I'm sorry. We got a comment from Ty, and he says, "Robin, and that's why we're not friends. I ain't taking second fiddle to L. I've known you longer."
Ty is jealous.
That's why Ty.
I have known Ty since I was a little girl, so okay.
He got the W. We'll give you that, Ty.
To me, that's just like a brotherhood, sisterhood. Like,
Yeah.
that's just how that works.
Yeah.
But through this friendship, I got you and Ty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? So,
Right.
so a friendship can allow you to build other friendships, right? And it doesn't necessarily mean we have to. Like, we didn't know we were going to be communicating the way we communicate,
right.
but that's due to a good relation, a good friendship, right?
Right.
I recognize.
I trust who you trust.
Yeah, absolutely.
I trust you enough to trust who you
Absolutely.
trust.
Right.
I'll say this: that what I've learned with my wife, I always got to shout my wife out.
For sure.
What's up, Marshall?
She has a crew, right? Crew of friends. I've never seen nothing like this, and most likely this is your type of friendship that you experience with your girls. These thug corporate,
Yep. Business owner
corporate
thugs.
business owner.
Bosses, ladies, yes.
Divas, etc. When I say 1,000%, that group of women got each other.
Yeah.
I haven't seen nothing like it with my own eyes. Right. There is no drama. There is no girl. She said none of that. It's just they got love for each other. They got that sisterhood. They got this thing, right? This thing it's a beautiful thing, and I trust all of them wholeheartedly, like with no issue. Like they'll go. I think their last girls trip was like New Orleans or something, right? Mm-hmm. So there's like 35 of them.
Wow. That's
like
a big
35
group.
of them. That's a huge
big
group.
Yeah.
But her core.
Because everybody invited and extended.
Oh,
right.
Her core, like there's not been an argument. Excuse me. There's not been an argument or anything that I've heard. Mm-hmm. But they have this, and they're all different. They're not all the same. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a lot in common, but they have that love in common.
Right.
That's what I appreciate.
And that's the one thing that I kind of want to make very clear. When I say, my friend circle, our friend dynamic has taken a hit over the last few months, that don't mean I don't love my girls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's be very, very clear. Like, that does not mean I don't love my girls. I still to this day will stand and say I got 4 friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though me and one of them for real not speaking right now.
Right.
But heck, me and you weren't speaking for a while.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And see, here's another thing about that. You have to have the patience to deal with that and let time heal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you got your view, you got my view. At some point, because the love is there.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it's set in stone like y'all say it is, at some point through whatever.
However it means.
It's going two magnets can't they're gonna come back together.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you gotta be careful.
I also speak on one of the newest friendships, and y'all all know Sadat. Y'all know him as Shine.
Right.
I met Shine in 2018. I had a bar inside the Fisher building, and he's an engineer over there, and he was like, "Yo, what you do?" I'm like, "What you do?" Right? we sitting there, and we just what you do, right? You know, it's like
that's how guys do.
And I'm like, "Stick around," right? And he like, "Okay, cool. I'm into this." I'm like, "Okay, I'm into this." But I can tell you that friendship, because I consider him a friend, but that friendship, he is one of the most honest, the most dependable, loyal person I've ever seen. Like that guy, I've seen that guy since 2018, at least 3 times a week, minimum 3 times a week since 2018. Right. He will show up. He will do what he say he gonna do. One thing you can bank on, he will do what he say. Right. If he can't,
his word is his bond.
His word is his bond. Right. We've had communication where we didn't agree, but it didn't escalate to anything.
Right, absolutely.
The way we communicate is like, let's just figure it out.
Man, you dropped some key words there. Loyalty, dependable, communication.
Yeah.
These are the things that you have to consider when you talking about somebody
being your friend. Yeah.
Like those words, like you put it in the sentence form, but like I'm picking out words like those are the qualifications.
Yeah.
Now for me, I could see that in somebody and I still be like, let me see what this nigga talking about. let me I don't know. You seem kind of shady. It's too good to be true. And I'll be standoffish. They like, dude, you just so nonchalant about it. And that's just because like I have a different outlook. I always be like, look, I'm going to expect the worst. And then if good happen, so be it.
But it's like, I
it's
think it's like
tough.
Robin and you said earlier when we first started this out, it's like it's levels to that, right? Because I definitely won't call Sadat if it's some problems. I got problem solvers for that. Right?
Yeah.
Well, see,
oh yeah.
I mean,
And you got to be able to know what circle your friends lie in.
There you go. So So
that's important.
The killer circle is mostly brothers. That's the killer circle, right?
The nephews.
The nephews. The nephews is the nephews the terrorist circle. Those are different circles.
Yes.
But that's different. Like when you a boss.
I'm just saying.
You know that because you know how bosses think. Like
I'm just saying.
Sadat
Sadat is the person, right? And I learned this: don't send Sadat to the store to get nothing. He's not. He go if I say Sadat, go get some strawberries, right? He'll go because that's not his thing. He's not a shopper. Right. I don't know this. I'm just assuming strawberries. You know where they at? Go get them. He come back with strawberries get fungus on them. Like he like
so you know
he'll say,
dude,
he like, dude, don't be sending me to the store.
Right.
You right. I won't do that again.
You know what? It's funny you mention that because that's another big one on being a good friend. You have to know your friend's limitations.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to know the limitations of the people in your circle. Break it down for you. Rachel is the voice of reason.
I can see that.
My friend Rachel is the voice of reason. She not going to jump when the phone ring and we be like, we going to tear this boy up. Right. She's not going to be the first one to get up and grab her gat. Like cause she ain't got one. Like she completely scared of guns and won't carry one.
Right.
So she's not our rider.
Right.
My girl Lay.
Yeah.
She chitty bang bang.
She driving.
She was there. She was there the first time you disrespected me, and I wasn't there yet. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like she was there. Like So we gonna let go of the first time she said. I'm like, dog, we gotta let. Like I don't even think it was that bad. Like, but she was there weeks ago. Right. We finally caught up to her hostile. So now we all hostile.
Right.
Tina, one phone call away.
Right.
All the time. All the time. Ain't asking no questions.
Drop a location.
Pin my location. She ain't asking no questions.
Tina got the thing book already. She already got the whole plan mapped out.
Look, it's already there.
Yeah, like
we already there.
Send
we gonna figure this out.
Which river? You got that done already.
My girl Sherry.
Right.
Sherry gonna help me bury a body.
Yeah. She gonna be the mastermind.
Bringing the shovel.
She gonna help me bury the body, but at the same time of her helping me bury the body, she gonna be looking at me like, "But dog, did you really have to get us into this?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She like. While she digging the hole, you know what I'm saying? While
she participates.
While she digging the hole, don't do this no more, man. Don't nobody got time for this. I'm up here messing up my Gucci shoes. I gotta work tomorrow. I got clients in the morning. You got me over here digging graves. You know what I'm saying? So I know the area all my friends. L Boogie, I call him for anything and he got my back.
Right.
Like, I need goons, he gonna send them for me. You know what I'm saying? I need some business stuff handled, he gonna handle that for me. You know what I'm like? If I need somebody to literally just talk to New Year's Eve, I was having a rough time New Year's Eve. And I think my boy saw me just, having a rough time. I know he had talked to his wife and she had watched the show last week. And I think my boy just saw that I was having a rough time. He literally just sat at the end of the table and listened.
Yeah.
Like that's all he did. Pulled up a chair, sat at the end of the table and listened.
I'm glad you said that. Like I do a lot of listening.
That's it.
I do a lot of listening. I get so many phone calls, and they just like, dude. Because
I don't need you to solve the problem. I just need you to listen to me.
And then I can regurgitate because a lot of the situations I'm familiar with.
Mm-hmm. We got a comment from Ty and it says I'm the I'll call 911 friend.
I was just about to get to that because me and Ty been friends I was introduced to Ty through my cousin, who's also my I consider that's
your best
that's
friend.
my best friend. Like
Yep.
even cousin, brother,
Yep.
best friend,
Yep.
all in one.
That's my big brother.
It don't get no better than that. And I know what level when I need to call him, get him involved.
He chitty
what
too.
I can, what I can talk to him about. Like if I'm in an emotional state, I ain't calling him because he gonna be like, nigga,
pull your drawers up. Anybody got time for this?
Bro?
Player.
Like that's him. But if I need to talk to somebody, I could call Ty.
Right.
But if it's some going down and it's some,
Ty is not the person to
Ty is
contact.
not about to
Ty is
knuckle
like,
up.
I'm out of
Listen,
Let him sleep.
Listen,
Let him sleep.
did you call 911? What did he say to you? How can you get away from now? You know you don't need you. Well, think about your kids, Mike.
Sound like
You
Ty.
won't, I ain't coming to bail you out. I ain't got the bail money. I got money, but I ain't bailing you out.
bailing
You
you out.
gonna sit there all weekend. That's him. Like he ain't about to like come to your rescue. I'm like, dog. I remember this is true. I'm gonna say this.
That
real
is
quick.
his way of rescuing
Listen.
you, in though.
Ty had bought a bunch. We was doing recording music studio. This is what we wanted to do. This before the film and camera stuff. These dudes, I brung the dudes in. I worked with the dude. We brung him into the studio, recorded like 3 or 4 songs. The next day, crib got broke into. I'm like, dude, I know for a fact, ain't nobody else been over here.
It was them.
It was them. I
Right.
said, dude, let's go ride on these fools. Like,
Right.
dude,
Ty's like, we have insurance and we're
Dude.
gonna file a police report.
bro, that's exactly what happened.
That worked too.
That's
that worked
exactly
too.
what happened.
He's
So-
like, we're insured and we're gonna file a police report.
I'm
What do you
like,
mean?
Dude, nah, let's go knuckle up. Let them know they can't just do that to us. Like,
Right.
dude, you bought this expensive mic. You got this equipment, this, that, and other. I know that these.
It's
So-
insured on my visa.
Right.
Yeah.
So even
We're good, sir.
after he said that, I still pressed
We
the dude.
need new stuff anyway.
I still press the dude afterwards. I say, bro, why y'all do that, bro? Like, we let y'all come in and record and this, that. Why y'all do that? Like, get the stuff back or it's going to be a problem.
right.
He looked at me like, it might be a problem with you, but I don't see
see no
nobody
problem.
else. Like,
Right,
what?
right.
Who you gonna get?
Right.
You know what? It's funny because you have to consider marriages as friendships as well.
Oh,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to remember that a marriage is also a friendship.
Absolutely.
So when you consider that a marriage is also a friendship, you have to consider what level that friend is on. And when you consider what level that friend is on, it's funny because while we were talking about this, I was thinking about my husband. My husband ain't the ride down on you guy either. You know what I'm saying? Like he gon' like, okay, listen, we got a bag to protect. You know what I'm saying? My husband is we got to protect the bag. We got too much money to be out here running around talking about riding down on somebody. We got too much money and too many assets to be sitting up talking about going to fight with somebody. You really need to calm your nerve because look, we got
ain't
a
about to do
bag
that.
to protect. You
That's
know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And he's that guy. And it took a lot of frustration to understand and really just comprehend that he's that guy. Like that's the guy he is. Like he not gonna ride up. Like so I gotta know who I'ma call to ride down for me. You know what I'm saying? Who I'ma call to be able to roll up on somebody because he ain't gonna do it. He protecting our bag at all costs. My husband's a businessman. You know what I'm saying? Like he got his name and he VP of a corporation and stuff like that. So he not
ain't trying to play no game.
He not putting his livelihood at risk for no hood dumpster.
Right,
you know what
right.
I'm saying?
Right,
He's
right.
not gonna do that. And it took a lot of frustration for me to step back and say, nah, maybe he's what's good for me though.
Yeah,
Facts.
balance.
Because
That's a
I
fact.
am the set it off
That's a
person.
fact.
Like I am the go to hell off
That's a
person.
fact.
I am the look, say my name 3 times and watch I don't burn this whole motherfucker down right now. Say it
That's
3
full.
times.
That's full.
Say it 3
I'm coming in
times.
hot next time. I'm coming off the
So
dome hot.
I and because I'm that person, I don't need to be married to another hothead.
No,
Right.
No,
I don't need that. We be in prison.
I completely agree, because my wife is solar opposite. Like she will she ain't gonna stop me though. Now let's be clear. She gonna press play and explain all this, but because of who she is, I already think about it. You see what I'm saying? She don't have to say it because I think about it first. I know, like, okay, I'm gonna keep it 100. I know, like, okay, if there, and I don't have those problems. Let's be clear, I don't have them problems. But if I ever had that problem, because she knows every single thing about me, she gonna say, well, can't you push a button, call somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So she.
Why you got to do it?
Why you got to do it? Right.
Right.
See, it's like that. She like, yeah, and she'll be the one like,
Yeah.
you know,
Somebody else need to handle
somebody
it.
can handle that.
Right,
You good?
right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
don't
she'll
worry
be
about
that. She won't say it, but she'll say it, and
Right.
she'll be right. Like
Right.
I don't necessarily have to do that. But sometimes you know, and you can account for this. Like
Right.
sometimes I got to do that on my. I got to do
I
that.
got to handle this.
I got to handle that
Yeah.
one.
Nah.
But you don't necessarily have to. But fortunately, again, like you said, she is that balance for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know me more than everybody in this room, so you understand. Like
I know the guy
I've
you
been
used to
rah-rah
be.
before.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
know
I'm
the guy
saying?
you used to
So
be.
this one keeps me at a balance. And again, I have a ton of business. There's no way that I'm gonna risk this for anything. So again, case in point,
And that's growth.
I don't put this at
Right.
risk.
Like for me, like I can honestly say that although y'all know I've been saying it for the last couple of years, I'll never get married again. But my last marriage, Quinn Reynolds. Now,
You said somebody's name?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, we
okay.
good.
All right.
Okay.
That literally best friend, and to this day, like we could still divorce is done, but we could be friends because those conversations is what's. Like there was so much growth, like learning how to be a friend, like learning how to embrace friendships and this, that, and the other, because that's what she had to do. Like in the military, like that's what she had to do. Like,
Right.
Not only be an officer in charge, but outside of the work that they have to do, I'm like, why are you talking to this person? I need to know them because in the line of battle, if we ever overseas or this, that, and the other, I need to know how this person thinks, how this person operates. So for me, it was just like I didn't understand the level of friendships that it take, and even some of her long tenured friends, it was just like I don't understand that. That's not how I'm looking at
Hey,
it.
Bill,
Like,
like, I
I
a
could
guy.
give a rat's ass about who
Guy with curly hair.
right, dude. Like, nah, bro, nah. But like, it's that those conversations that is just like, okay, I'm growing, but that could be a gift and a curse. Like when you start to get.
I actually got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I got a question based on what you said. Like, so is it necessary for your significant other's friend to be your friend?
Nah.
You see what I'm saying?
Nah.
Oh,
My husband's a Q, and I can't stand most of them.
Ah,
It's
terrible.
tough.
I can't stand the
It's
Qs.
tough.
I'm gonna say it publicly.
When I'm saying that when they're the opposite. Like, so let's say,
It's tough.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, again, I don't have that problem, so I can speak to it, right, but not speak on it.
Right.
I think that trust is in any friendship or relationship is key. Like that's a thing you have to have. I know my wife in the world that she's in, race relations and corporate and all this and film. I know that you know a lot of people, male, female, other, right? That don't bother me. I'm secure 100%, right?
That was
Because I
gonna say
know us, right? I think our friendship is I am every person that nobody knows with my wife. I'm the goofy, silly. Nobody can even imagine that.
Right.
Like,
right.
I'm all these
all your guards come down there.
because I don't need them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all your guards come down there.
so I don't need them. So I entrust her with all of me, 1,000. So I don't let any of that bother me. She could be talking to one of her coworkers or somebody she know in the business. Don't faze me because I know how strong our friendship, relationship, and marriage is. You know what I'm saying?
It's so funny that you mentioned that. I had a friend of mine come to me the other day, and she's going into a business venture right now. And one of the people that wants to go into business with her is a guy. And she sat down in my car the other day, and she said, Robin, how do you do business and foster that relationship without your husband getting upset? And so it took me a minute to understand what she was talking about. I said, well, what relationship are you talking about? What do you mean? And she said, she straight up said, the way you and Lazar do business together. Like, how do y'all do that? And, you don't have any issues with Vaughn, and he doesn't have any issues with his wife. How do you do that? And this was literally like, I want to say it was Friday. She sat in my car, she had this conversation with me. And the first thing I told her was, keep everything above table.
Yeah. Keep it 100.
Everything has to, like, in order to successfully do that, you have to keep everything above table. And one of the ways to keep everything above table is that you and your spouse, you and your husband, you and your wife, whatever the case may be, have to trust and love and know each other enough to know that I don't have to worry about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's something that I don't have to worry about.
Right.
I love L's wife.
Right.
And funny thing is, I've known L's wife longer than I've known him.
Right.
So when I found out that they had met and they were together and they were getting married, I was like, yo.
Right. I'm definitely happy.
Really? like me and Rachel both were just like, I said, dog, wait, you ain't gonna believe who Boogie married. like I remember calling her on the phone like, yo, you ain't gonna believe this,
Right.
you know? And I remember telling him, like, dude, I know your wife, you know, I know your wife to be. And he was like, you know her? I was like, no, like, for real. Like, I know your wife to be. Like known her longer than I've known you. Like, I've known her since I was in high school. And so, you know, my girl was asking me, like, you know, how do you foster that relationship? You know, how do you do that and not have any issues? And I'm like, first of all, me and Elle don't keep nothing from Von and Marshall.
Right. Keep it 100.
Won't keep nothing from them.
Any type of situation
We ain't
like
had
that.
text messages from
Right.
each other.
It's an open-
You know what I'm saying?
right.
We ain't, you know, creeping in the middle of the
It
night,
just ain't that.
sneaking
It
on the
just
phone.
ain't
It's
that.
just
You know
not
what I'm
that.
Right. So
It's just not that.
I like, for me, it's tough for me because like that's something that I battle with. But another thing that I wanna bring into before we run out of time, and I think this is really, really important. I think this is another reason why friendships don't make it. You don't celebrate my success because I made it past the threshold a lot
Yo,
quicker before
you okay with me
That's
shining as long
crazy.
as I don't
Shine
shine brighter
brighter
than
than
you?
you.
Man, listen.
So I hate to switch
listen.
it, but I want to talk
Man,
about that because
listen.
That's what happens. though.
Man,
That's what happens.
Here's one thing that I heard before. I was like, dude, jealousy, you can see that from afar. I can see that somebody, but envy, that's close to you.
Yeah.
That envy, like you don't see that, like, because you like, dude, you supposed to be my man. Like that envy will get you in trouble. Like you supposed to be right here, but they envious of you. Like jealousy, I can tell you a hater,
and here's the
and
thing.
you jealous and you want to knock me off my square. I know how to deal with you, but envy.
Here's the thing.
You
I don't
mad 'cause I
necessarily
made it before you.
I don't necessarily know, because I've seen the not necessarily made it before you. I've seen the other side of that. I've seen the side of that where you're used to being Queen Bee.
Right.
You're completely used to being the Queen Bee. And, you know, you are okay as long as everybody else on the team ain't to that level.
Right.
But the moment somebody on the team get to creeping, you know what I'm saying? The moment somebody on the team get to leveling up, like you okay with the level up, like, oh, okay, you doing your little thing. All right. All right, yeah, you doing your little thing. Okay,
With
okay.
your
I
little
see.
thing.
Yeah, I see your little thing. You doing that. You know, that secret hate we was talking about. You know, them underlying hating ass comments. You know, I see you doing your little thing. But the moment my little thing become a big thing, like the moment my little thing become a, oh no, you out here getting it.
Right.
Now we got a problem because you not Queen Bee no more. But here's the thing, I'm not trying to be. I don't have patience.
My question, I guess my question is how do you handle that?
You grow.
So
It's just really, everything is growth. Everything is a decision and growth. That's all it is, right? When you have a friendship or a long-term friendship, no matter where or who it is, right? Somebody's going to outgrow.
Yep.
And you may grow in different directions. You may grow upward, or whatever it is, right?
Right.
If it's a friendship that's a true, organic, real friendship, it doesn't matter who grows first, who grows second, which direction y'all grow in, because the friendship remain. Now, when you grow away from people who want to put a foot on your growth or chop your tree down as it grow, right? Or step on it or whatever, pull your water hose out of your growth, then you already, they're just revealing themselves, right? And there's nothing wrong with reveal, because we've also experienced people who reveal themselves our whole lives.
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
I've had people who I thought was friends and just really wasn't. I done experienced a lot of different things with a lot of different people who I considered friends.
Yep.
Right. I had a person I considered a friend. I paid for his whole graduation. and I'm still graduating. I'm at Cass. He's at Murray Wright. I'm like, yo, I know you. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing your thing.
You ain't gonna let you go to prom like that. I'm gonna tighten you up, right?
Right.
But in the end, you know, I don't know this because I'm not using his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that he's different or he's you know what I mean? Like until something exposed and it was revealed to me, and now it's like, oh, because my loyalty is, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that's where we at. Let me
Yeah.
But I
mean, before you know what I'm saying? So
it's tough because like if you see like, okay, we grew up we grew up in the mud together. You get your big break or this, that, and the other. It's difficult to see that. And I'm not saying this is what I deal with. I'm just saying like from a person who may be dealing with that. You know, I see you shining. I see you successful, this, that, and the other. Now you got a whole different circle of friends just because of the sheer nature of what you do or what space you in.
Right.
And now I'm looking at it like, oh, you don't want to mess with little old me no more because you.
But that's you making.
But that's you.
Yeah,
right?
That's
you know
you.
what I'm saying.
Right.
Even the little old me part. You know what I'm saying? That's you. That's you.
Right.
Because you think about two of the and some will disagree, but you have to understand that two of the biggest artists in our community, Kevin Hart, Jay-Z. Kevin Hart has the same circle of friends since he was a little boy. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z, Ty and all those three guys, Memphis and his other brother, day ones, right? Mm-hmm. So your day ones, those people that are going to go the long term to the gray hairs and what's those homes, senior citizen homes with you,
right.
Those people, you know, your energy attached to them, right? No matter what, right? So those people are long term. It happens. We know people who have that kind of long term friendship, right? There are people, again, what's that saying they say? For the people are there for
reason, season, and
right. That's
reason, season, and lifetime.
But what do you? It just depends on what are you doing with that. Like, and you should be okay if you know, because the stomach tells you, the gut tells you.
Oh yeah.
The gut's going to tell you that person ain't gonna.
Yeah.
You know, because you know how you feel about that person, right? You know how when you celebrate a success and that person is in the corner like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know it. Right,
but here's the thing about just that moment alone. A lot of times they don't do the right there in your face. They celebrate there with you. They high five and this, that, and the other. They Johnny on the spot.
A lot.
They faking it.
Right.
They faking it. And as soon as they get a chance to talk crap about you or not support or this, that, and the other, it's ways to nourish that. And I just be like, man, like, dude, like, are you serious?
Yes, they are.
You know what? I think one of the bigger problems that we run into with that situation is, and I'm just going back to the reason, season, and lifetime thing. Seasons can last a long time. And I think because seasons can last a long time, people misinterpret seasons as a lifetime.
It's 50 degrees right now in January.
Period.
That's a fact.
Right. That's fall.
Yes. That's fall.
The season been lasting a long time.
That's fall.
You know what I'm saying?
It could stay there, actually. You know?
But people misinterpret seasons. Just because you and somebody have had a 20-year season,
right,
does not mean they're in for that lifetime haul. Right. Just because you and that person has had a 30-year season does not mean that they're there for that long haul. And I think a lot of people deal with abuse and mistreatment from relationships because they're like, well, we've been friends for X amount of years. You know, surely we're supposed to go the long haul.
Right.
Surely this person is on my team.
Right.
Surely this person is there for a lifetime. But nah, y'all just had a long ass season.
That's I'm the way you use that. It reminds me of The Last Dance with Jordan. Right. Us fans looking at that, we just assumed him, Pippen, the whole squad was friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not at all.
No,
they were
not even a little bit. They was teammates. They had a job to do.
They had a job for the season. They all got these, the rings and everything, but it was just for that.
Right.
That's all it was for. It was about, we play for the Bulls. This who we are. And when we go out there, we're one. But off this court,
I don't even mess with
y'all.
Right. And people got to understand that that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. Like,
and you got to understand. You have to make sure that you understand that that's all that is.
Right.
I'm okay with that being that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Let me go talk to Mike, who I've been knowing 45 years.
Right.
Because I know what we got, right? We may think it may look like we got this, but the fact is we don't have that.
So I want to say that one of the things that I think is a telltale of that is you and your friends are supposed to want to elevate together.
Facts.
And what I mean by that is if your friend is dominating an industry, that you want to step off into, your real friend is supposed to grab you by your hand and guide you into this thing now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your real friend is supposed to be like, hey, I know what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. I can help you make that happen.
Right.
I have run into situations where somebody that, like people that I thought was my team, like tight, my people, will step into an industry that I'm in and then go work with somebody else.
Oh my goodness.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm trying to step into an industry they done gave me 1,000 hater ass excuses on why I shouldn't do this.
Right.
Nah, this ain't that easy and you shouldn't do it. You killing it though. So why you gonna tell me not to do it?
Right.
Competition.
Like exactly.
Right.
But
even though it's 1,000 other competitions.
here's the thing, you know, look, you know how many bread companies there are?
Right. Yes. Right. Right.
Walk down the bread aisle.
Yeah, but
And at no point did none of them be like, it's like 10 breads already. I ain't gonna make no more bread. No, what they did was they was like, nah, but my bread gonna be better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and a friend for me is that person to say, I see what you trying to do.
Right.
Let me figure out how my connections, how my moves, how my shakes can help you do what you trying to do.
I think that's an issue in our community as a whole, not just in friendship, but in business too. Like all the other communities, they like, okay, let's work together.
Nah, our people horrible.
We'd be like, oh, you got a fashion brand? Oh, I know where you can get the plug on X, Y, and Z, but I ain't willing to give you that unless I'm getting something out of it.
Yep.
See,
And that be killing me, man.
Yeah,
That
bringing
be-
up a memory, right? I remember true story. Like I remember this gentleman that I consider him a friend. I felt like, you know, we had enough history because he was doing T-shirts for Chrysler, right? That was his thing. Like, and I'm like, yo, I want you to show me how to do this. He was like, oh, and literally first thing out of his mouth, oh no, man, you gonna try to take over what I'm doing? I'm like,
Really?
dude, what?
Really?
Blew me. I'm like,
Right.
what? Where you get that from? I'm just saying. I'm like, dude, I'll pay you how much you want an hour, right? And he end up, you know, and you know how I am. I'm like, I'm going 100. I don't need now. I didn't need you at all because it was out of respect, like because I know you're doing this right. I'll go research it.
Yeah.
I'll research it myself, right? And every person that came, and I've been in the T-shirt business 20-something years.
Yep.
But every person that came behind me
I got bullied the first time for his T-shirt.
and asked me, no, I want to do this. Even if they didn't do it, I'm gonna give you the game.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you where to go. I'm gonna tell you where to go wholesale, all of that. Because if this is what you want to do here, it's my responsibility to make sure you have
Oh, absolutely.
what you have and don't have to go through the hurdles that I went through to build this thing. Because
Like,
when I
dude.
came out, it was that phone thing. You had to plug in your phone for your computer. What is that? And before the computer came on, like I
Yeah,
was in
dial-up.
that time.
You was in dial-up.
Dial-up, right? You know, so I'm in dial-up. So that's a different thing. So now it's super fast for them to find out what they need to find out. So I just give it to them.
Yeah, so and that's the thing. Like I feel like, and maybe not even just friendship for me though. Like there has not been one person that reached out to us and was like, "Hey, you know, I want to start a podcast, and can you guys help me with this? And can you guys?" There's not been one person that has done that we ain't been like, "Hey, you can come through the studio, come check out the
Come check it
equipment."
out.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
It's what we use.
this is what we do. You know, this is the equipment we use. This is the software we use. Because at the end of the day, what God has for me is for me. And you not going to stop that, nor the devil in hell is
Right.
going to stop it.
And here's what I always tell people, like even with that, like, yeah, I could show you this, that, and other, but I'm not going to do it for you.
No, you got to have the will to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do everything for you.
No.
I'll give you the sauce. I'll give you the
Tools. Here
recipe,
you
but
go.
I am not going to bake your cake
No.
for you.
No.
I'll give you
And
all
then-
the tools necessary.
And
but I'm
that's
not-
when they find out, oh, I ain't really want to do this.
Right.
Right.
I ain't really
Right.
want to do this. I just saw him doing it. And I figured he doing it. I can do it. That,
Right.
That's just some people. I've experienced.
Oh,
those
I've
people.
experienced it.
You know what I mean?
Listen, even in this podcast stuff, like I've had so many people around me have 3-show podcasts.
Yeah.
I've watched so many 4-episode podcasts.
Right.
And I'm like, Doc, I thought you was doing that podcast thing.
Right.
Oh man, you know, you realize that ain't as easy as we make it look. You had to realize that no matter how I feel on Wednesday, how tired I am on Wednesday, how much the kids done got on my nerve, how much I want to have a mental breakdown on Wednesday. At 8:00, it's Welcome to Just Our Opinion with Robin, Mike, and Ty.
Right.
You didn't realize how much work goes into that.
Right.
You didn't realize how much work goes into social media. You didn't realize how much money goes in this equipment. Like, stop that. I need people to really stop with the, they doing it, so I know I can do that because they doing it.
Right. And I'll go back to my daughter, right? My daughter's 11, Riley. She's watching, actually. And you've been cussing.
I'm sorry,
so
baby.
you owe her like $4 or something.
I do. How much? What's the swear jar
She
amount?
charged my brother's $100, so $1 for you.
All right, I got you, baby. Next time I
She
see
get
you, I'm
them.
breaking my
Yeah,
pockets.
she get them. But she throws this term friend around, right? My friend. I'm like,
Yeah, my baby do that.
she has friends from kindergarten. Like 4 girls. I know who they are because I met their parents, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's in middle school, right? And classmates. She like, oh, that's my friend. No, those are classmates.
You go to school with them.
You go to school with them, right? And understand. And I always say, don't let nobody come in your space, etc., etc. Take your time with people.
Yes.
Don't let
That's
nobody
key.
influence you. Just
That's
take
key.
your time
That's
with
key.
people.
Yeah.
Take your
Yeah.
time.
Don't call anybody a friend. You'll know what that feels like and mean as you grow. Now the 4 young ladies that I know that are your friends, straight up kindergarten.
Yep.
I've watched all of you grow
And interact together.
and interact
and
together.
them had your back.
And
you
they
had theirs.
exactly. And the way
Yeah.
y'all talk, the way y'all communicate is that the way I catch you on the phone with one of them at after 9 o'clock, and you should be off the phone right now. But
You watching, baby. It's okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I know who they are. Right? So again, we and go right back to what Mike started to show off was like, we can't throw friend loosely around like
Right.
that.
It's
Absolutely.
more than just a buzzword. Like, I know, like, friend me on Facebook, follow me on this. Like, you got 10 million people that's
Your friends.
on Facebook.
Your friends.
Those are
I
not your
forgot about that. Is what they say,
They
right?
call them
know
your
what I'm
friends,
saying?
your
Right.
Facebook
Yeah, like,
friends.
That's what
Man,
I'm
they
saying. Like,
they done disrespected that word to the
Oh,
core.
my
it's
goodness.
crazy. It like, I'm not even on Facebook no more because it just got to the point where it's like, all right, I don't.
Y'all my followers.
Yeah, I mean, but
Right.
Yo, my followers.
Here's the thing with that. Like, I use it for business, to promote music, to promote photography, to promote JOO, this, that, and the other. If I see something funny, I'll repost it. But this is what I made a conscious effort to start doing.
We're gonna hit that final thought after that.
Okay. I made a conscious effort to start reposting because I want to lead by example. 2023.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even, if it's something that catch my attention and I play more than once,
It don't cost me nothing to share your
to
stuff.
share it.
That's it.
Cost me
And I
nothing.
don't have a whole bunch of followers, but I'm just trying to show people that I'm not just sitting up here telling y'all this every week to follow the page, like, share, and follow without being able to do it. There's other podcasters that I follow. There's
Yep.
other photographers.
Yep.
And then until we start changing this narrative about community and friendship and this, that, and the other, like,
It start
play
with
your
us.
part. It start with us. So, like, any of my friends that I consider friends, acquaintances, whatever you want to call it, like, I'm supporting because I want that support. And if by chance I don't get it, okay, that's fine. But guess what? I ain't going to stop doing
That's right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Reciprocal friendships.
Definitely.
All right, L Boogie, what's your final thought?
My final thoughts: be patient. Take your time with creating and building a friendship, because a friendship is like architect. Is you have to take your time, and it is organic. It will happen, and you don't know who it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Don't freely. Again, I'm picking this up from Mike. Don't freely throw that word around, because that word has value. So if you value the word friendship, you're going to value the person you put up under that title.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mike Jones.
For me, again, like, I started this show by that, posing the question, like, hey, are we throwing that friendship word around too loosely? And I think that having that conversation, having an understanding of what you're looking for in a friend and what you're able to give in a friendship, had that conversation and had that understanding, because like Robin said, it's levels to it. You may be the 10-year friendship for 30 years. Just because you got 30 years and then this person come in and I've only been knowing them for 2 years, they may be more of a solid friend than that person that was 30 years in the game with me. So don't it, like you said, it's about what you're getting and the value, like Elle said, like the value in the friendship. So I'm a person who guards that very, 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 and if my circle is small, that's just what it is. You know, some nights I'll be like, dang, I wonder who can I ask advice on this, that, and another. If my solids ain't available, I'll wait till they are available, because I'm not going to just throw it out there and then now this person got ammunition on me who like, oh, Mike Jones, and running that. I don't need that, because that'll get your head bust.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying. No.
So for me, I'm going to start off by saying if something happened to me, my group of friends going to have to drag my casket, because I ain't got 6. It's gonna be on a dolly.
Hey, give me that dolly. Put it on the back.
They gonna throw my casket on a high-low.
Like you said, you ain't got.
But your 4 friends so cold they might only.
They'll pull it off.
I ain't got 4.
They gonna figure it out.
But what I do want to say, in all sincerity, and like I said, because I got the mic and I have the platform, I will still stand and say I got 4 friends.
Okay.
I will still stand and say, right now, even with what we're going through and our growing pains and things like that, I have 4 friends. I've had 4 friends for as long as I can remember. It takes a lot for us to add people to that friend circle. Can your friend hurt you? Absolutely. Can you be hurt by your friend? Absolutely. Can you hurt your friend? Absolutely. But what determines whether you all are true friends is how y'all come out of that hurt, how y'all come out of that frustration, how y'all grow from those experiences, and how y'all stop, apologize, compromise, and make sure that shit don't happen no more.
Right.
At least not that argument.
Right.
At least not that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to have disagreements where people, like, we're not clones of each other. And I think if I had a clone, she'd fight with me too, because that's just in my nature. Right. But
not today, Robin.
Right. I ain't feeling you today, Robin. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you just got to be just as close to 100 with people as you possibly can, especially somebody that you've reserved to call a friend.
Absolutely.
You know, because that's big for me. I don't have a lot of friends. It's so funny because I have people like, oh my God, let's be friends. Nah, we can be cool. Right. You know, we can be associates.
I don't hurt their feelings.
Fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we ain't friends. You know, it's just what it is. More so probably because I just don't have time for a bunch of friends. I don't have that type of time. I got a lot of stuff going on. I just don't have that type of time. But real talk, just if you're going to be a friend and consider yourself a friend to somebody, it comes with responsibility. You know, with Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. Yes. And a friend has power over you and with you. And, you know, a friend can fold you. So that's a lot of power. So handle that responsibility well, because, you know, friends don't come like this generation makes them come. That's not real friendship. Right. So if
BFF is not really real.
Yeah, no, you got to foster those relationships and be very careful with them, because you don't want to lose a friend over something stupid.
Absolutely.
Right. I agree.
All right. So listen, we got the Island John at the table.
Yes. Oh my God. Please, y'all.
Yes. We got the Citron at the table. Yes. What's the flavors of the Island John we got at the table today?
Mango. We got all 3. Mango peach. We got our Richie Reserve, which is our regular, and we got our apple guava.
Man, listen.
Which is
you know that's my favorite vodka.
Yeah,
so.
that's Yeah,
Island John is.
And we got Citron. You know, Citron is one of our favorite black-owned energy drinks.
I love the cranberry.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's my favorite. I love the cranberry.
He liked this one. He like sugar free. I'm like, what that mean? Like, what are you trying to do?
So make sure y'all know that you can actually get Citron from Meijer as well.
Yeah, Kroger, and definitely Yum Village though.
Yep,
first.
yep. So, Yum Village first. Yeah. Everything is Yum Village
first.
You
get all this from Yum Village first, and then everywhere else.
It's one of the things that I do want to mention before I log off and just on this friend thing. Spouses play a big role in friendships too. You know. So I say it all the time. I appreciate the hell out of, our spouses and, for what they allow us to do and the friendships they allow us to foster and things like that. Because I've noticed that, my husband talks to you more than I do now.
That's my guy.
Like real talk. Like I come home and
I think about me and Von, our conversations is like he visits that true business side of me, right? You know what I mean? Like he knows, and obviously you know, but he visits the business side of me. And he's like, oh, how can we do this? I love hearing that conversation. Like, oh yeah, he making me come out that bag,
right?
Business bag, right? So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so my husband talks to my best friend more than I do, and what's funny is I love that.
Right. I mean, that's a good space to be.
I mean, it's a great space to be in. It's growth.
I love that. Like, I love that. Like I love coming home and he like, oh yeah, no, I went by and kicked through an L for a while today and picked up some stuff and blah 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 blah. And then even when he came in the door, like I was like, oh, Von said, and Von like, I don't need you to talk to L for me. You know what I'm saying? Like
he did. He shut that all the way down.
Like he came down the stairs and was like, whoa,
he didn't get it all the way out.
I don't need you talking to L for me. And I was like, you know what? You are absolutely right. Let me go mind my business on over here. So absolutely love that. So spouses are a big part of relationships and friendships, and even with the difficulty me and my girls is going through right now, my husband is 100% like, y'all need to fix this.
Facts. Because he know.
He like, y'all need to fix this. I don't know what y'all got to do. I don't know if I got to lock y'all in the room overnight, call all the husbands, whatever y'all got to do, y'all need to fix this. So shout out to the spouses that foster relationships as well.
Great.
That's definitely. Are we talking about Taste of Black Spirits?
Taste of Black Spirits.
For sure.
Liquid.
There's nothing else to talk about.
Liquid is coming February 24th.
Right,
we got some surprises. Got some amazing people. We going international.
Yes. Yes.
Some amazing people coming.
And of course, JOO is in the building.
Yeah,
Both
we tell
days.
y'all every time.
Facts.
Every time we tell y'all, get there.
And we got some truly great things happening, waiting for some ink to dry, but we definitely got some great people coming. I done sent out invitations today to some large people, and they respond. It's like,
that's awesome.
And I say that because it's like, once you're in a position to do what you know what I'm saying, like people are really paying attention.
Like, they watching. They watching.
Hold on. He knows something. Wait, I see who he, you know what I'm saying? It's like, let me tell y'all, if y'all doing business, I got to say this.
Yeah.
Get on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
LinkedIn is where the business is being done.
100.
LinkedIn is where the business
you can put your
done.
hands on Fortune 500 CEOs from LinkedIn.
Yeah. Like easily.
Period.
Yeah. CEOs from big
opening
time.
And they opening their inbox.
Free game.
And they opening their inbox.
They expect if you're on LinkedIn, you must be doing something.
Yeah.
Like, let me see what you're doing.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So and I say that to say this is where two of our new relationships is coming from.
Awesome. So we got a comment that's asking us to drop the dates again. So can you drop the dates for us?
Liquid will be February 24th at the Charles H. Wright, and Taste of Black Spirits will be at the beautiful Garden Theater.
Black owned
Garden Theater. Taste of Black Spirits runs from 6 to 11. Liquid, which is on the 24th, will be 4 to 8.
Okay.
We're gonna have a cocktail hour first.
Yeah.
So.
I love both events, but let me just hype up Liquid real quick. I know
it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Listen, because I was the only one out of the crew that was there last year. But
we will never let that happen again.
Listen,
I know you.
The amount of knowledge and jewels that was just freely given and dropped, if not only just for Liquid about the business that was there, just about building relationships and about what was the energy in the room. I had goosebumps because it was just like they're giving you the sauce. They're giving you life experience, and this is coming from our leadership.
From us,
from us.
Yeah.
Coming from us,
like
be there.
Make sure y'all in the building. I'm sure we're gonna give out some tickets before.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure we're gonna give out some tickets. So just make sure y'all tuned in because we will have some tickets to give out. I done heard that this is gonna be some for real CEOs in the building. I overheard that today. I overheard that today.
Yeah.
So we gonna have not just the brands, but we gonna have some like it's gonna be for real. We're gonna do some real networking in this thing.
We're gonna build some relationships.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
agenda.
Make sure y'all in the building. I thank y'all for kicking it with us. Thank y'all for sticking with us through the technical difficulties because man, I can see the numbers and y'all for real waited on us. And listen, I appreciate the hell out of y'all. I really do. Dope. So thank y'all for watching. This has been Just Start Paying You with Robin, Mike
and Lazar. What's happening?
We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Deuces.